We live in a world of information. We swim in an abundance of knowledge. So much so that sometimes we don't feel like we need a mentor. Yet the Bible strongly encourages this practice. Have you ever wondered why fishermen simply decide to abandon their nets, their profession, to follow a man who invites them to walk with him? To understand, we have to look a little at the Jewish tradition. All the little Jewish boys studied the scriptures, and Jesus excelled in this area. So much that he acquired a great reputation and was considered as a master, a rabbi. In Matthew 22, lawyers call him rabbi. In Luke 12, common people did too. In Luke 19, even the Pharisee call him rabbi, and the Sadducee in Luke 20. Since the law was taught orally at the time, students sought a master to teach them. When they found one that inspired them, they began to follow him. On rare occasion, a master would approach a person and offer to mentor them. That was a great honor because generally it was the student who approached the master, not the other way around. The student had to be exceptional to be approached by the master. So when Jesus approached the fishermen, it was a great honor for them, which they could not refuse. To make a comparison today, imagine we could see a CEO of a large company approaching the parking attendant to tell him he was going to make him his apprentice. Huh? You did not choose me, I chose you, and I gave you this work to go and produce fruit that will last. Then the Father will give you anything you ask for in my name. John 15:16. Having Christ as a mentor is the ultimate experience, which also requires an ultimate sacrifice. But today, we can still look for a mentor in different areas of our life and follow the example of success. A mentor is more than a teacher because they teach us not only with their words, but also by their action and experience. Our mentor cannot be a social media personality, for example, because they have to be someone that knows us personally in our complexity and who can give us individual advice. They are someone who has had success in an area that we have not mastered and to whom we give the right to criticize us, to give us homework. The Apostle Paul was a mentor to Timothy, but Paul had Ananias as a mentor upon his conversion. You can read that in Acts 9. The book of Proverbs is filled with verses that recommend the sons to listen to the voice of wisdom and the elders. Just as an Olympic athlete could not develop to their full potential without a coach, we must remember that we need to choose good mentors to push us beyond our limits towards success. That is the case for our physical health, for our healing of our soul, but also for our singleness. It is good, even essential, to follow a person who has had success in their single life, either because they have found a good partner or because they are totally fulfilled in their single life. Let's stop thinking we can do everything on our own and let's be wise and humble enough to seek guidance. And not only advice read in magazines, but practical tips tailor-made for us by someone who knows us well. It is also the person to whom we choose to be accountable to. One of the best ways to stay on track with our goals is to present our results regularly. If we know we're going to have to tell our mentor about the bad decision we've made, we're going to think twice about indulging. This principle is found in some for weight loss diets, and it works really good. That is also advised by James 5:16. Confess your sins to each other and pray for each other so God can heal you. When a believing person prays, great things happen. Finally, we must all seek to become wiser so that one day we ourselves can be a model to imitate. Do not let anyone treat you as if you are unimportant because you're young. Instead, be an example to the believers with your words, your action, your love, your faith, and your pure life. 1 Timothy 4:12. If we know that another person is watching us, we will pay more attention to our actions to make sure we make the right choices.